is no match.
Concise.
Well written, meaningful, and grounded in fact. None of that can hold a candle to what's about to happen on this stage. Two forces of nature to kick off your Saturday. Kim Rhodes and Brianna Buckmaster.
Any indication, bring us cake. Okay, that's what they'll do for us. We got a cake at our podcast last night.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, happy birthday.
That's what I said.
Was it a tasty cake?
It was my
Cake part was good. Frosting, can't do the frosting.
I love the frosting. So she gave me her frosting.
This is why you guys work great together.
It is true.
Perfect.
We're like
She's the
Jack
frosting
Patton
to my
away.
cake.
All right, we love you.
All right, enjoy.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Nana's tired. I know I didn't sleep. I did go out last night. Oh. How do you say it?
Out.
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 How do you say it here? Out. It's the same. Same. The American out. You say out.
Oh,
Out.
that's distractingly beautiful.
The Jensen picture?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I couldn't see that before.
I caught that yesterday at the podcast and I started laughing out loud.
What's that doing up there? How am I supposed to work with that?
Where my shoulder photo.
The fuck? I mean, both of them. Look at them. Jared's grinning at me impishly. Jensen's being all sultry. The fuck?
Okay, Jared's all, no, not this guy.
I'm not Gordon. No, stop it. Get on it again.
And Jensen's like, he's like, that's my fucking sandwich.
That's so funny because I thought Jensen was like, I've just written my first poem for you.
It's over here. He's the guy in the like the teen rom-com that like likes the girl, but he's like too shy, so he hangs back near the wall and smokes.
Yeah. Those are disturbing. No, but he should get a question answered this
looks
morning.
like he's gritting his teeth.
Who? What? Where? Who? I didn't even notice there were pictures down there. Also, I was too distracted about that up there. Yes. All right. Who we got down here? Oh, Mark.
Oh, Mark's glared. I can't see him very well.
It's because his banner's wrinkled. Boy, which one of these guys hasn't been to a con for a while, huh? You know, I want you to point that out to him and see what his reaction is. That is going to be really fun. Be like, Mark, did you notice that your banner is wrinkled? And you will never see him again. Leave stage.
Anyway, that's all from us. Thanks so much, everybody.
Misha's eyes are very blue. Those are very blue. Now I'm really distracted.
Misha's eyes?
Yeah, look at that.
Those are
blue.
so young. I mean, I should fucking talk, but at least I have a newer photo up. These photos are from 1969. Oh, well, they're still pretty. Don't worry. Buy a photo. They need your money. Anyway, hello. I did not sleep last night. And you are going to reap the benefit. That's right. This coffee's going to kick in halfway through. I'm going to have to do a number 2. It rhymed. I didn't mean for it to. Yay! Winning already.
That's the poem. That's the poem we wrote.
This coffee's going to kick in halfway through. And I'm going to have to do a number 2. Will you go out with me? Yes, no, maybe. This is going great. God forbid. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I was wondering.
I didn't want to know your question. I just want to say hi.
I want to know your question, though. I'm confused.
Just kidding. Go to town.
My question is, what was the moment that you guys realized that you were going to be besties?
I know the exact moment. Well, there's a moment where there's a few moments.
There's many moments. Are we allowed to talk about these moments? Because it's in relationship to a show that may or may not exist, considering the status of our union right now.
Well, we can't talk about the on-set
work
moments.
part.
Yeah. But I'll just say that, so we usually like to do a fun little bit where we reenact these moments. You can find it on YouTube. That's publicity for YouTube, I guess. Are they?
Yeah, they're not.
Okay, great.
No, we can advertise for YouTube.
But we were working together on a television show, and we realized that we both liked swearing. Because I swore in the middle of a work, and I apologized to Kim, which is funny in and of itself.
Oh, I'm sorry, I swear a lot. I was like, okay. Challenge fucking accepted.
And we swore our way all the way through.
Yes, cussing and cookies. I think that's
Yes,
the evolution.
that's what I was gonna say.
Cussing and cookies.
And then around 3 o'clock, they were long, we can't talk about this. But we loved going for cookies around 3 o'clock every day. And then we would just kind of, when I say this, don't think sexy thoughts, okay? I am a very intimate person. When I say that, I mean, when I get to know somebody, I don't want to talk about the weather. I want to talk about your childhood trauma. And I'm very open. I'm a bit of an oversharer. And so when I meet somebody who also is very open and loves to talk and loves to get down to the nitty-gritty, I'm like, oh, you come with me. And Kim and I were like that very, very quickly. The funny part was that she told me about the convention. You can tell with this.
Yes.
And she's like, you're gonna get invited to one. I'm almost done at those conventions anyway. And then she's like, I was like, well, maybe they'll put us on stage together. And she's like, never gonna happen. So yeah, I just think it's a testament to just when they're your type of people, they're your type of people. And what's beautiful is I've had lots of friendships where I believe friendships can be for a season or a reason, and they can come and go, and I let them come and go now. When I was younger, I'd get very terrified if I was to lose a friendship, and now I'm like, that's okay. With Kim, we kind of just ebb and flow throughout all the different crazy parts of the last 10 years, which have been lots and lots of changes, and we're still super tight. And that's very, very pretty friendship.
Yeah. Hello, my pumpkin. How are you? What's your shirt say today? I can't fucking read it. Read it to me. I can barely see you. I'm glad I recognized you. What's your shirt say?
It says, if caught, please return to the nearest Donaldson.
Okay, thank you. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, so I have an either-or scenario. I would either like a Rachel Miner story or your favorite Weird Al Yankovic lyric.
My favorite Weird Al Yankovic lyric? Okay. Well, I've told all of my Rachel Miner stories that are fair to tell. Here's the other thing. Rachel Miner is a fairy who is so deeply embedded in my heart that I have many stories. And I understand that questions like this come from love and a desire to share that love with my love, so the love meets in the middle and makes more love. Yay, love! But at the same time, I am learning that simply because I love something doesn't mean it is mine to share. So I learned that with my child, I'm learning that. So even if I don't think Rachel would be like, oh no, go ahead, tell everybody that. That's great, I would tell them too. I am reaching a point in my life where I don't actually feel comfortable speaking on behalf of people who have not given their explicit permission for me to. Consent matters, fuckers! Consent matters! So, that said, I think probably get yourself an egg and beat it is my favorite Weird Al.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was gonna do the same song. I couldn't think of any other songs off the top of my head, even though I'm pretty sure I had his album. I again have probably told all of my favorite, but the first story that comes to mind is when I realized that Rachel was a guest star in an episode of Sex and the City, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. And now every time I watch it, I'll like text her, because in this episode she was like the stark raving virgin, and if you know Rachel, it's pretty funny. And so I'll always text her because I have a little crush on Rachel. She knows that, so I can say that. And I'll be like, I'm watching you right now. I'm watching the virginal you. Where she talks about how she doesn't get blowjobs, she doesn't get hand jobs. I'm like, but she's the best, and I miss her so much. Sending you so much love, Rachel. Yay!
Hello.
Hi. So I actually have two things. So one is that I have this chocolate milk, Swiss chocolate milk that is unopened, and it's from Fargo, North Dakota. So me and my sister were like, we should definitely give this to you guys. If you want to try it, you can. You can for sure.
Someone is losing their fucking mind. Is this over Fargo, North Dakota chocolate milk, or are you having a private moment back there?
I don't know, you're palming that chocolate milk, and I don't know how long you've been holding it for. I can like feel how warm it is from here.
Okay, we technically are not allowed to receive gifts. And
I want you to talk to me more about this chocolate milk. What is the big fucking deal?
Very rich. The best one we
it's the best fucking chocolate milk you ever had. Okay.
Is it cast clay? Cast clay Swiss chocolate.
Hold on, they're having a marketing meeting over here.
Yes. 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 You can put it right
Only
there.
that far.
No. No, put it next to that speaker and it might magically
Now put it on the stage.
disappear. Right? No, here, come here. Here, you, right there. Put it down.
You did
Put it
it.
down. Where,
Babe,
now
this
look,
just
now
looks
look.
like regular fucking chocolate milk.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
I don't know what's in your pants, but I say yes to marriage.
Here, I put it in there. We'll never speak of this again. And listen, just because you bring me presents don't mean I'm going to put them in my pants. I have not just established a new normal.
Sounds like a challenge, Kim.
You are an exception to that rule, okay? Rest of y'all, don't be like, here, I brought you this cucumber, Kim. And then I'll be like, I'll absolutely take that right now, thank you.
Party for one.
Okay, what was your other thing? I'm so sorry.
I have another thing. So this is my sister, the pickle jar.
Hi,
question.
the pickle jar. Yes, we love pickle.
And I actually want both of you guys to flip me off for both my love, so I can put on a t-shirt and be best friends with you guys too.
I love that we got the double barrel back.
That's
Like,
right.
that's fair.
That's right.
The double barrel means, like, there is a very big difference between this and this. Like, that's, yeah.
This
I
is
do-
kind of an I love you.
Yeah, this is kind of like, yeah, go fuck yourself. And this is like,
You're a terrible driver.
it's fine. It has insurance.
I also want you to know that later on today, Kim and I will be doing photos in the photo op room where you can get that for every single Christmas card in the future. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for this chocolate milk that I can't wait to...
That doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. You never saw
I
it.
don't know. She's pretty sure about this. I don't know. I'm sus.
Oh, wait. Oh, quick. Speaking of, I don't know how that triggered this. Carissa and Trevor, we will be arranging a bumper sticker for you for giving us the question that became our podcast last night.
Congratulations.
Just wherever you are out there. Are you out there? Oh, okay, great. I'm like, if they're still asleep, fuck those guys. But, yay. Okay. We'll get you a bumper sticker. Thank you for the question. Yes, what is your question?
I have two questions, one for each of you. Kim, I was wondering how your relationships with chickens are going.
How's my relationship with chickens are going?
Yes.
Well, I've discovered a lot about chickens recently. For those of you who don't know, I moved, I left, I fucking got the fuck out and was like, fuck all of this. I'm moving to the middle of nowhere. And I did. For funsies, I work at an animal sanctuary. It's pretty fun. That's where all of my Instagram shit has now come from. If I thought I liked goats before, I love goats. I love them the best when I don't own them, apparently. I don't want to own goats. But I also work with chickens, and I have learned that my relationship with chickens spans an entire swath of experiences. I have one chicken that I carry in my sweatshirt if it's cold because I love her so much. I've got one that sits on my shoulder. Yes, I know they peck eyeballs. I keep an eye on that. I don't take it for granted that she likes shiny things. And then I've got another one that I would happily eat with dumplings. She's a fucking dick. So, yeah, chickens have their own individual little personalities. And so I can't say I love all chickens because I don't. But I love most chickens.
And then for Brianna, I was just wondering what your favorite Minnesota food was.
My favorite Minnesota food? I don't think I've tried any, but I know the hot dish is a big deal here, right? Yeah, in my research about the Minnesota hot dish, which is like a casserole, is my understanding. Fucking me!
She's Canadian, you guys, don't hurt her!
Okay, do you know this hot dish? Are you from Minnesota?
Yes.
Okay, what is a hot dish?
Well, the famous one is the tater tot hot dish.
It's tater tots, right? And like, we love a tater tot. Is it like a soup with tater tots?
It's cream of mushroom soup, and then some people put green beans in them.
Yeah.
And then it's tater tots across the top, and you put it in the oven, and then you scoop it out.
Put cheese on it?
No cheese, no.
That's poutine! That's poutine!
Yes, cheese island casserole. All right, yeah, hot dish. And the cheese curds are a big deal too here.
Wisconsin.
Fucking, I'll see myself out. Thank you very much. People are yelling at me, so thank you. Hello.
Okay, so, oh my god, I can't believe how I'm a dairy scientist. So that's weird.
You're a what kind of scientist?
I'm a food scientist.
Oh, cool.
And I work for a dairy company that makes butter and cheese.
Dairy scientist, got it. Yes, okay, I'm with you now. And you are speaking my language of love.
Right. I went to your photo thing yesterday and gave you a card from a goat cheese company. That's me. Yeah. Anyways, because I love goats. So what's your favorite cheese?
My favorite cheese.
And you don't have to pick a favorite.
Shut up. My favorite cheese. I have two favorite cheeses. Shut up, I'm talking about cheese. You hush now. You introduce cheese. You will deal with my reaction of passion. I have two favorite cheeses. One is called Crucolo. It is made in Italy only by one place. It comes in 45-pound wheels and nothing smaller. So you have to find a cheesemonger who's willing to invest in a 45-pound wheel of cheese and will bring it over here and let you buy it by pieces, trusting that other people will also do it. And yes, indeed, I love this shit so much, I convinced a cheesemonger in Pasadena, California, to buy a 45-pound wheel of fromage de Crucolo, because it's so fucking good. And it did sell, as a matter of fact, so thank you very much. The other cheese that I love so much is a place called Rogue Creamery, and they do a smoky blue that is like, I understand, I will masturbate alone to it, okay? I get it. Sometimes we can't share everything, so, and loving the same things isn't required to love each other. This is something I keep telling my daughter.
We just had this conversation last night, actually, about the cheese. The blue cheese, I love a blue cheese. My husband is a chef, and he used to be a cheesemonger, and so we're well-versed in the cheese world. But I like a cheese plate. Like, I like to have cheese, I like to have a little honey, a little dried fruit, you know, little nuts, I like to, like, you know, do little taste.
Charcuterie cheese.
Yes. When Kim was shooting something in Vancouver, she came over to
Not
our
with a
house.
gun, but like with work.
Yes, filming. And she came over, and Jose wanted to make her dinner, and he was like, well, what's her favorite food? And I said, cheese. So he made her a 5-course meal with cheese in every single course. It was impressive.
It's so good.
Impressive, yeah. But I like all cheeses. I think Manchego is probably my favorite. It's very like, it's kind of nutty and neutral, not too strong, goes with lots of things. Everything else, like, I don't dislike blue cheese. I just wouldn't eat it by itself. I'd have to have it with something sweet. The people who like olives stuffed with blue cheese can go straight to hell. That is probably, except for Kim.
Brianna was hilarious. She's like, that's like a salt lick. I'm like, I work on a farm. I've tried salt licks. They're not bad. Just curious.
Yeah.
Why do horses and goats like this so much?
What does this taste like?
Salt.
Tastes like my snack for today. Yeah, but big cheese fan. Love the cheese. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
the work you do. You're making the world a better place. You're my hero.
Hi, how are y'all?
No, you smell great. You smell great. Which one is that? That's the black saffron. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, moment. Never mind. Carry on.
Hi. So, my name is Christina. I'm now indecisive of which of the two questions I want to ask, just because I was here yesterday and I did think of a question, but then you kind of did answer the question without me asking. And so I'm like, oh, well, I don't know what else I could.
Okay, so ask them both. We will answer one and mock the other.
Oh, here we go then. Okay, so question number one, probably somewhat of a deep question, maybe, I don't know, but I just turned 26 last week, and I've been asking like my friends and family, and even coworkers, like what advice they would give themselves, like to their 26-year-old selves.
Okay, and what's the other question?
And the other question, do you listen to Taylor Swift?
Don't be haters.
You missed it.
I enjoy me some Taylor Swift.
As do I.
I am not
don't
a
know.
Swiftie.
Yes, same. But I would have gone for a show because it looked like it was a great show. I like a show. I don't give a shit who's performing.
I actually went there in Chicago. It was
Oh,
the
fun.
fucking best.
I bet. Okay, so you're a Swiftie, so we will not mock that question. But advice to a 26-year-old, I would just say, trying to think of where I was when I was 26. I think when I was 26, I thought that I needed to have it all figured out. I remember having a mental breakdown on my 30th birthday because I was like, that's it! said, I work in an industry that really kind of tries to tell you that. We just had this conversation. So when I was 26 and an actress and wasn't working, I was like, I guess I'll never work again, which obviously hasn't been the case. But also just kind of financially, romantically, all of these things, I thought, what was at 26 will be forever, and that's just not the case. It's not the case at 36, it's not the case at 46. In my experience, my life keeps changing, and it's not a ladder, it's hills and valleys. And the earlier you recognize the hills and valleys are both really important to who you are as a whole, the better you'll be.
I feel like any advice I would have given myself at 26, I wouldn't have fucking taken. I'm sure I got a lot of advice when I was 26. It was like, how nice for you that works for you. I need to fuck him anyway. So I guess I would say just trust that every choice you make is gonna teach you something. And like the quicker I learn how to learn from the carrot than the stick, then probably the happier I'm gonna be. So look for the carrots and not the sticks. That would be my advice to me that I can pass along to you. Hi, my babies.
Hi.
Ooh, you look cute.
And familiar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we can.
My
Wait,
right.
right.
Is the other, so we have both of you here.
We don't know what you're talking about, officer.
Nothing?
Anyways,
Are you a stripper? I love that.
So I see your guys' faces in artwork. I love that there's so much artwork now that people can kind of sell anything that they do. What's the weirdest or just like, oh my gosh, thing you've seen your own face on that you were like, whoa?
A tattoo. Like, and I know I would never shame anybody who does that or has done it or wants to do it. Fucking go to town. But it is strange for me. I'm like, I grew up on a farm outside of a place called Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, and people want to put my fucking face on their leg? That's crazy! And it's not that crazy, it's just crazy to me. And yeah, anything that I do in a public scenario that people are like, that's awesome, I'm still like, is it? I don't know.
When people say strange, there's always a negative connotation to it, like I'm judging it as being less than. And I'm not. I want to say strange is fucking awesome. And it makes me so happy. So, out in the vendor's room, is Andrea vending this?
Yes.
Okay, so out in the vendor's room, Andrea has pillows.
Yes.
They are character pillows of a show that will not be named. But, so this is strange, this is just hitting me. This is strange in a beautiful way. There are pillows that are me. And that means there is something about me, Kim, that I gave to a character, which shall remain nameless, that then people feel they want to cuddle. Right? How fucking awesome is that? Yeah. So that's strange because it's strange, but it's fucking awesome. Like I'm cuddly. So that's my final answer.
She is pretty cuddly. For sale in the vendor's room. Thank you.
For the record, I totally cuddle you.
Thank you. I cuddle you.
You should see what's in her shorts.
So my question is, if you've ever heard the expression you can't pour from an empty cup, how do you ensure your cup stays full? So that
So the question is, how do you make sure your cup stays full? Because you can't pour from an empty cup.
Thank you so much. We did it. I'm proud of us. I hear the band back there.
Hello. We gotta answer questions fast.
No, you're good. I was totally going to ask what your guys' favorite book series was, but I'm not going to do that anymore because that was kind of already answered. And I'm going to ask a really easy one. What's your favorite season?
My favorite season?
Time of year. Yeah.
Weather.
Yeah.
Oh, of weather. I'm really, really partial to basil, but when it's fresh.
Seasoning. Oh, Jesus. I like fall. I like fall always because usually by the end of summer I'm done with it. I do enjoy summer, don't get me wrong. I live in Canada, so I don't love winter. But I like the beginning of every season. By the end of it, I'm excited for the next season, but I do love fall because I love a sweater weather. Sweater weather.
I like summer because it's light for so long. Like the sun comes up early, I wake up and I'm like, ah, as opposed to, fuck, I gotta get up and it's still dark. Hi, come on in. Speaking of bright, shiny, the sun came up. Look, it's bright already here. Hi. It's not lighter. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How you doing?
Where's our bright, sunny leader?
You're it.
We're it. Looks like we're it, guys.
You're it.
Oh, there he is. No, look at the bright, sunny. Oh, look at him. Bright and sunny.
I'm right here.
There he is. Rubber Krabby.
Right near the chocolate milk.
That was in. No, that's put that back.
I don't know what.
Fucking touch my chocolate milk.
Well, Borat touched it.
What happened to bright and sunny?
I trust Borat. That's it for us. What happened? Someone threatened my chocolate milk when I was bright and sunny.
I feel like
Now we know your limits.
Bright and Sunny or Borjas in my new street.
Healthy boundaries, Rob. Healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
I go pull back the nub if you touch my chocolate milk.
We've all learned something here today, and we're equally bright. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see these ladies on stage singing their face off tonight. Saturday Night Special, unbelievable voices from both these fantastic comedians. You're in for a treat tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Kim Rhodes and Brianna Sat.